Volume av. Fan. All right. Tester 1, 2, 3 tester. Ok, det høres bra ut. Okay. Hello, everyone, and yeah, welcome to a new round of the Drivers Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship. I am your commentator and host, Mr. Kimaru, and or Kimaru75. People just call me Kim or Kimaru, and I am subbing in for Lol Power this week, as he is on vacation bicycling through the UK. So, hello, Lens. I think it's Lens. Yeah, it's Lens. Hello. Um, why is that? Hold on. I just need to remove the reaction stuff. There we go. Yeah, back again in the commentator box, and this time we're driving the what I believe is the Group 3 machines on Goodwood Motor Circuit. So that's going to be quite a good one. We haven't raced on Goodwood in the Group 3s since 2019, and with the GT Sport Physics and racing super soft tires. No records or anything that we can speak of for Gran Turismo 7. But here is the little brief before we go into the lobby. And we have as follows: the race is expected to last around 50 to 52 laps. The pit time loss is around 15 seconds without a fuel stop in it. The estimated life of tires are 10 to 15 laps with soft tires, 20 to 25 with mediums, and 30 plus with racing hards, all dependent on fuel load from car and driver. So a new thing this season is that all drivers must use the racing hard tires for at least one lap during the race. It could be at the start, it could be at the finish, it could be middle point of the race, but people will have to have to take on hards for one of the stints as mandatory for Adec these days. Could potentially swing some changes into the scores and everything, and yeah. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Claren, you're happy to get 15 laps out of the mediums. Um, well, I haven't raced around Goodwood in the Group 3s for a good long while, since 2019. But I do remember it was a good race. I can't speak for Tier 1 back then because I was in Tier 2 myself. But I did have a very good race. I feared the track as all hell because it looked so small, it looked so dangerous, it looked like a mini variant of the Nordschleife, and it scared me to death. Oh yeah, you're on the pad as well, yeah. And yeah, that scared me to death, being on that track with Group 3s. I felt it was too big of a car class for the track, but actually it works quite well. Yes, it is a difficult track to get around, but it's so rewarding when you actually manage to set good lap times. Yeah, that's true. You're not on wheel. Oh yeah, you're not on wheel. So yeah, that makes sense for mediums then. If you can only get 15 laps out of it, yeah. So the final numbers are in. So we have 10 drivers in Tier 2. So good luck to Tier 2, and we have 13 in Tier 1. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this race is going to pan out. And we're getting the message that the lobbies are open, so we're going to go in and yeah, take a look for the first time in forever. This will be my first solo commentary stream for yeah, since December, I believe it was. So hope I'm not too rusty. But in 2 weeks from now, LOL will take back the commentary duty, and he will be back to it. I'm just subbing in for him today. So if you're around LOL and if you're at one of the guys now watching this, how's your trip been and all that? And hope it's going well. Be good to see you back on the PlayStation when you get home again. Alright, so I gotta take off that charger cable, put the keyboard up, put that up there, and yeah, I need to bring that over here. I'll do that during the break. Let's see. Okay. What the? There we go. All right. Let's spectate here and see how the guys are doing. So Luco first out on track. Everyone also has to set up their tunes and everything before they start going off. Cool livery from Luco this season. Draguch has, or I'm sorry, Luco, if I'm butchering it, has gotten a new coat of paint. Very good looking livery from Luco and the Irish Dragons or the Welsh Dragons. I'm gonna be a little bit rusty, so my apologies if I mess stuff up. And we have a good looking 11,000 hours time from Luco there on screen. Yeah. 11,000 or 11 million hours. Yeah. We have Flapjack on track as well, and he is in the big Bentley, or the Genesis. And we have our good friend Lens, my Ukrainian hunter in Survive the Hunt. It's going to be good to hopefully see him back on Monday, hunting the survivor with us. I hope you can make that, Lens. And the Ukrainian car there looking awesome. We have Cartman and the same team as Lens. And Cartman is gonna try his best at his comeback now and see if he can snag some good points. I'm not really sure about what the point score and spreadsheet was for last race. I sadly missed it, but we'll focus on this race tonight. We have 13 racers with us tonight, and not everyone has gotten out. Sulu Alcaz, the promotee from Tier 2 last season, did very well. We have Lave there in 5th in the Team Motion Blur car. Blue Racer is back in business after a season off, and he has got something to show and prove. So welcome back to Blue as well. McLaren there in the picture with the asymmetric livery that I love so much. Kind of reminds me of Mjolnir Racing 2020. But just looks 10 million times better than what I created for myself. Gadget, of course, in the pits, and he is in the McLaren 650 GT3. So that's kind of weird, because usually the Team Motion Blur boys stay in the same car throughout the seasons. And they changed the exact same cars, but they've gone different for season 2. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what Gadget can do in the mighty McLaren. I know it's a good car, not that I can drive it. So yeah, lap time now. Practice time from Luco is a 1 minute 8 second lap time. Don't really remember the GT Sport lap times, but that was back in 2019, and a lot has changed between Sport and GT7. Flapjack then, 1:10 and 11,000 hour lap time for lap 1 as well for him. I think that's the same for everyone. It's patch day and everything is broken in the game as usual. Thank you, PD. It's probably going to be a patch to fix the bugs later in the week. I don't know. Probably transferring the game away from my PS5 after this, regardless. I've gotten some background info from our race organizer. This is also the official return for Flappy to the track after his 1 season sabbatical and inability to make the first round. He is also using VR for Adec for the first time, along with Gadget and Lens. So 3 boys in VR, and Flapjack has stepped down from the commentating box and gotten back to the cockpit of the car. So Gadget on track as well in the mighty 650. So gonna be interesting to see what Gadget can do in the McLaren. I don't think I've ever seen him drive a car like this in Adec before, so everyone's trying something new, which is great to see. And we have Luco there coming out of the pits, and yeah, we have G-Rabbit back as well, the season 1 champion, and he's in one of the cars I love the most in GT, the DBR, or the DB9 Vantage. I've totally forgotten. DB. Okay. Now it's gonna bother me unless I figure this out. We have Mickey in the Mercedes AMG GT3 220. Hello, Cartman. Good luck tonight on track. The V12 Vantage GT3, that's what Mr. G Rabbit is in. So good luck to my fellow Scandinavian brother. If I remember correctly, he did take the win in the previous round, but I could be wrong. Oh, as we see Zulu struggling a little bit with the mighty Godzilla. Goodwood is a more or less simple track to learn, but highly difficult to master, considering it looks very easy, but it is very tough to get around this track. I felt I had a good pace, but not good enough when I did it back in 2019 in the Godzilla, but yeah, it was a difficult one for sure. Not an easy track to master, but we have Blue Racer there in third so far, still to practice. We're about to start the qualifier in about 12 something minutes. Or is it? No, 7 something minutes. And there we have Mickey as well. Beautiful colors on that AMG. Unfortunately, we have lost a driver tonight. I think we're still losing one, so we should be 12 on track tonight and not 13. Not sure who is missing at the moment. 11. Yeah, there should be another racer. I'm not really sure who we're missing currently. I'm gonna see if I can grab a quick look and see who we are missing. So Flapjack, Mickey, they're here. Gadget, Cartman, H-Boss is missing, so H-Boss needs to get into the lobby. I think that is about it. Yep, H-Boss is the one missing currently. So let's hope he gets into the lobby before qualifier starts. So far we have the fastest lap from Blue with a 108.329 and a 108.744 from Rabbit. I'm gonna say a cheer in Norwegian for Rabbit. He's probably not gonna understand. Hopefully he understands. I don't understand Finnish, but hiya, G Rabbit, go go go! So let's hope G Rabbit finds his pace and rhythm in the race. Cartman Riser then, or Cartman in the mighty Lexus, the Japanese muscle car, as I call it. Just sounds so evil. Such a good sound. Zulu Outcast then, in one of my favorite cars in the game or in the world, the Skyline. I know it's not called the Skyline anymore, but it is the Skyline, regardless of what people say. The GTR does not belong without the Skyline in the name. Good morning, King, Kim, and Chad. Hey, Dennis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, Luco there. Yeah, he's been out now for 11 laps on those soft, and yeah, they're taking a beating in the front left. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, the left tires are gonna take a beating in this one. Hello, funniest cowboy. Good evening. Sulu Outcast there. We have Luco in the picture. We have Flapjack in the mighty Bentley, as I call it. It is just as big as a Bentley. Gadget in the McLaren. We have Mickey there in the Merc, and Vlave in the Beamer. So Cartman now with the fastest lap for now before qualifying, 108.223. Very good lap time there from Cartman. Definitely has something to prove as he goes for a journey to snag the championship away. G-Rabbit, of course, the last season's champion, and can he repeat what he did for season 1 in season 2? I'm going to see if I can find the point scores. I'm not sure if I have access to it. Season 1. No, I've removed my Adec tag, so I don't really have access to that point of the Discord. And for new people watching, as we see G-Rabbit crashing into the wall, heavy damage is a thing in Tier 1 of the driver's room Acelith Design Endurance Championship, and that means if you get damage and you can't drive with the car, you need to go into the pits and get that fixed. Normal damage will disappear on its own after about 30-something seconds in the game, but heavy damage will persist until the driver goes in. As we see H-Boss there coming into the picture, missing practice, but will make qualifiers. So that gives us 12 racers in Tier 1 and 10 in Tier 2. Tier 2 sadly does not have a commentator for this season, but hopefully we'll find one to take over soon. Sadly, I will say it here on stream, I am not coming back full-time as a commentator just yet. The spark just hasn't returned, and yeah, I'm just doing this as a favor for Gadget and the entire community to help out and get some footage out of the action in Tier 1 at least. I will say I do miss commentating, but that alone is not enough to make me keep Gran Turismo 7 on my hard drive. So yeah, you definitely got us a good picture shot there, Blue. Yeah, I can do that. Oh wait, that was the wrong one. Got a couple of pictures there. So yeah, Blue, good luck in your return to Adec. After your 1 season break. And of course, good luck to the rest of the drivers across both tiers for this one. I know this track has a lot of haters. It has a lot of people that enjoy this track, myself included, which I didn't think I would. Yeah, GR1 is just unbalanced as shit, so I'm sorry for putting an S-bomb in there, but yeah, Group 1 definitely is a class that needs some revision and adjustments from polyphony, but they'll never ever do that. They just don't care enough of the game and the players to even consider balancing Tier 1, Group 1, I mean. As we see Gadget now and the train behind them out for the flying lap. No rain on this track, as it's not available on Goodwood. So we'll only have a gray sky and clouds, but there will be no rain on this track as far as I know. Yeah, Gadget then leading the field, and as I've said before, Gadget, Lens, and Flapjack is the only ones on track with the VR headset, I believe, and they'll get a super experience on this track for sure. As we see Gadget now coming through the chicane to start his flying lap, the first of round 2, season 2, and let's see how that goes. Flapjack is going into the pits to get off the hard tires that I think he's going to start the race with. I have a feeling he's going to start the race with hards. That is not something I'm gonna call out in the beginning. Who's got what tires, in case people are watching the stream and racing at the same time. It wouldn't be fair if they know the tires, so I'm gonna keep that a secret for the first 10 minutes at least. I'm gonna just say, that person is using that tire, and that person is using that, and yeah. Very cryptic is what I'm trying to get at, as I'm gonna take myself a sip of iced tea. As we see, Blue is almost racing and almost losing control there, but a 109.6 from Gadget. 109.7 there from Blue, as we see 108.746 from Cartman and a 108.1 from G-Rabbit. So the V12 is really working out there on track. Godzilla with 109.5, not bad at all. As we see McLaren with a 108.7. Lens with a 9.1. Vlave 10.1. We have Mickey with an 11.6. H-Boss with... he's on his flyer now. No, that's Luco. So 109 for him. We have H-Boss with a 125, so he still has some seconds to shave. 111 there for Flapjack, as we're trying to scroll to Mickey now, a 111.6. So oh my god, we have chaos in the chicane. What in the world happened there? Taking a look back with G-Rabbit to see what in the hell happened. And we have Vlave just parked in the middle of the road. Alright, we're gonna take a look with Vlave and see what the hell happened to Vlave. Oh, and he just, the car kinda, yeah, sucked itself into the chicane. Sorry for that pun. But yeah. Very unlucky there for Vlave, of course, as we have 10 minutes left of the qualifier. So G-Rabbit now has been in to fix the damage and still holds P1 preliminary pole. Yeah, you just got to exit pits there. Hey, Bottle. So yeah, GetClaren there with a 08.6. We have Cartman 08.7. Yeah. We have Zulu Outcast there with a 109.2. And G-Rabbit is on his out lap, as we see GetClaren there. H-Boss with a 110. Where does that put Boss? That puts him in 10th place. 110.2. You see Mickey with a 110.4 and Flapjack with a 114.4. So yeah, I think the Bentley is highly difficult to drive on this track, but then again, the Bentley is probably not the best in these short turns. It does have a decent top speed, but yeah. And we have to remember Flapjack is back from a Season 1 hiatus and back to trying to race in VR for the first time on Adec, so that's going to be interesting to see as well. Yeah, will G-Rabbit manage to hold on to P1? He still has a half a second lead to GetClaren, and no improvement for G-Rabbit there, as we see Cartman. An improvement to just over half a second, but yeah, G-Rabbit seems to have this one in the bag so far when it comes to the quali. GetClaren out on his out lap. We have Luco there, fourth for now for Luco. We were supposed to have who are we missing? Oh yeah, Bacchus was supposed to be here, but there was a real life thing that he had to take care of, and a real life incident is more important than the video game. So yeah, he'll be back for full next time, I would imagine. So Luco then, 6th place. For now we have Lens in 7th with a 109.1, as we see him go over the line with a 111 there. Zulu Outcast with a 109.2 as his best, giving him the 8th place. We have Gadget with a 109.2, giving him the 9th for now. I believe it could have been Gadget that also took the win last week, but I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna quickly pull up LOL's stream. Let's see. That's not him. There we go. Pull that up to see who won. No, I was wrong. It was G-Rabbit that took the win last week with Bacchus in 2nd. We have Gadget in 3rd, Luco in 4th, GetClaren in 5th, 6th for Blue Racer, and 7th for Zulu Outcast. That was round 1. So yeah, G-Rabbit still sticking to the lead, but we have Cartman closer with a 108.264. And yeah, still 5 minutes to go. Let's see if these boys can challenge G-Rabbit for P1. We have Flapjack now up into P5, so he's getting his speed back up with a 109.0. And yeah, let's see what that mighty Bentley of his can do. And we have good Claren in P1, ladies and gentlemen, with a 108.121, giving him a .002 lead in front of G-Rabbit. That's gonna irk G-Rabbit to the core. So let's see if G-Rabbit can respond and put in one cracker of time for the lead. Oh, that is so cold. Zulu Outcast just set a new fastest lap or personal best, 109.1, and keeps him at 8th position. The Godzilla is probably very difficult to get around this track. 108.9 for Lens. Puts him into 5th place. Very good job, Lens. 108.9. Good, good. G-Rabbit's changing tires, and he's going to go for one last romp. See if he can snag that lead as we try and find Mr. Luco. Where's Luco? 4th. So 4th for Luco with 08.4 or 8.4. I think that's easier to say. So 8.4 there for Luco. We have G-Rabbit now going on his outlap, and let's hope he gets some clear air in front of him. No traffic, but that's going to be difficult. We're nearing the ending stages of the qualifier, and Mickey decides to let him go, which is very good. Respectable driving there from Mickey. Knows that G-Rabbit is going for one last rump. As we see a 9 point, what was that from Vlave? A 9.0. So yeah, he's getting his speed up as well. Let's see. There's a second from Gadget up to P1, so it's not that big of a distance when it comes to the qualifier. But yeah, 1 second can mean a lot on a track such as this. Hundreds and tens of seconds can mean a lot, but let's see what the race pace of these boys will be. Qualifying is one thing, but keeping a consistent pace and a rhythm throughout the race is generally more important than qualifying sometimes. As we saw Flapjack there with 8.77. Yeah, so Flapjack's getting his speed up, but he has to learn how to drive in a very new way with VR. As we see G-Rabbit coming over the line. No improvement there. Yeah, I don't know if G-Rabbit is going to make it, but he has one more lap to do it in. One more lap, one more push from G-Rabbit. Will he be able to take over the lead? Or Will this be the final positioning for round 2? As we see a half-second penalty there for cutting over the curb too much. So I think this is going to be the standings for the race. As we see Cartman there going over the line, and Cartman in the final lap sets a massive 107.9. Oh my goodness. Cartman is showing everyone who's boss tonight. Holy crap. Well done, Cartman. Don't piss off Cartman, or he'll cut off your parents and put him into a chili. A little joke from South Park there. But well done, Cartman. Well done. Well done. Gclaren is done. G-Rabbit is done. We have Luco coming over the line. No improvement. We have Vlave. He is done. Flapjack is done. Oh, as we see Flappy just spinning after the chicane there. So yeah, this is the positioning. As we see Gadget there in 10th. And yeah, we're going to go through the result for the qualifier real quick before we take a 3-minute break, 5-minute break before the race starts. As we see, Cartman snagged the P1 or the top spot of the qualifier. 107.9. We have Gclaren there in 2nd with G-Rabbit in 3rd. We have Luco in 4th. Blue Racer there in 5th. We have Vlave in 6th. Flapjack in 7th. We have Lens there in 8th. And Zulu Outcast there in 9th. We have Gadget in 10th. We have 11th for Mickey. And H-Boss down in 12th. Yeah. So race start at 2010. That is about 5 minutes from now. I'm gonna go get something to drink, take a leak, and I suggest you all do the same before the race starts. All right, we are back in business. Let's see if I can just do some stuff here. Oh yeah, I need to bring something over here. Hold on. All right. I think we should be ready to go racing very shortly. Two minutes. $20.10 for Gadget. $21.10 for me. There we go. All right, good luck, gentlemen, and have fun. Race clean, race hard, and yeah, have fun. Like I said before, I will not reveal the tire strategies for people in the first 10-15 minutes. I will just say on stream, for those of you that are racing and listening to the stream at the same time, I will just say, aha, that person is using that tire and that person is using those tires. So. Okay, so we have Cartman in first, we have GcLaren in second, we have G-Rapid in third. So let's see if the start will be a good one. Very tight to turn one as we are waiting for 5 red lights to go green or go black. And it looks to be like a very fast start for GcLaren, very slow for Cartman as he loses the inside turn into turn one as Cartman goes out on the grass. We have chaos there between Blue Racer. Oh, and yeah, wow, I've lost track now, but Cartman is out of bounds. Cartman is up into 8th now, or down to 8th. Oh, as we see, someone went off the track. Who in the world was that? We're gonna take a quick look back at that after the first lap, or when things slow down, as we see Blue Racer now up into P1 in front of G-Rapid. A very chaotic start there for the Tier 1 boys, but it looks like everyone is slotting into their positions for the moment. Blue Racer now in P1, G-Rapid in P2. We have Vlave up into the P3, Lens in 4th. We have G-Rapid into the pits already. Aha, okay. Everyone sees why he goes into the pits right now. So Vlave then and Lens in 3rd. We have Flatjack in 4th, and he's on those tires. Cartman is back up at the 5th, so he's driven himself up dramatically there. Good comeback from Cartman, as we see GcLaren now down into P7 from P2. Really taking a hit in the start. Zulu Outcast in 8th, we have Gadget there in 9th, we have G-Rapid in 10th, we have H-Boss in 11th with Luco in 12th. Was Gadget in, he's 9th. So we're just going to take a quick look at the start here. And it looks like Gadget. Oh, yeah, he went out on the grass, and pretty much nothing he could do there. Yeah. Best sector time there for Gadget, as you see, a 109.3 from Blue Racer. Still holding on to P1 for now, as the others are losing a little bit of ground to Blue Racer. Now we have Lenz in P3 and Cartman there in 4th. He has managed to take a position from Flappy, and yeah, this track is so easy to make a big mistake on, and it will cost you a lot with the car resetting to track, and you have to regain all of your speed again. So Flapjack there in 5th, we have Mickey there in 6th. A very good drive there from Mickey from, what was that, close to dead last in the beginning. Zulu Outcast in 8th, struggling a little bit in the Mighty Godzilla, as we see G-Rabbit there trying to fight for position with Gadget, and no damage on Gadget's car, and I see why there's a little bit of slowness from that car. As we see, G-Rabbit now has gone off hards in the very beginning, so he has dropped the mandatory tires, and he is now able to push as hard as he wants until his next scheduled pit stop. Luco then in 11th, we have H-Boss there in 12th, and I think they were involved in some of the chaos, as we see Luco there going a little wide out of turn 1 and into the grass, and making him lose a little bit more time. Blue Racer then, and yeah, he is just eating away the gap now from Vlave, and Vlave's got a big train behind him now with Lenz, Cartman, Flapjack, Mickey. Field is pretty much closed in. Hasn't spread out that much, but Blue Racer is definitely extending that gap quite a bit, and Blue Racer probably wants to gain as much of a gap as possible before his first scheduled pit stop. Best sector time there for Vlavy Boy. And the Team Motion Blur member. Cartman holding on in the Japanese muscle. Zulu Outcast struggling a little bit more in the Godzilla than I imagine him to be, but he is on the those set of tires. We have G-Rabbit working his way up the field. That chicane is such a difficult one to get right, especially on a pad. The wheel is another thing; it's a little bit more easy. As we see Mickey there in 6th place, just in front of Giclaren. German v German. The cars at least. Cartman has an issue? Oh, Cartman, no. Cartman got screwed over by a certain individual again in the world. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Ah. Let's hope the rest of the Ukrainian boys do not experience the problems. I think you know what I'm referring to when I'm saying it. Very cryptically. A crazy guy in a certain country doing crazy things to Ukraine. Need I say more? As we see, Lens is on the hunt for P2. He might have the pace now to attempt an overtake, but it's going to be difficult. These cars are wide. The track is narrow. Not a lot of spots you can actually do an overtake. This is a very good one. Oh, that sucks, Cartman. That really sucks. You got Butnint again. I'm censoring myself. I'm not saying his name, the dictator. Oh, okay. Forgot to reboot your router. All right. Well, crap happens. Unfortunately, nothing we can do about that. Mickey in 5th now, gained the 3 position. We have Giclaren there in 6th, chasing down Mickey. We have G-Rabbit closing in on Giclaren. Gadget getting off the hard compound tire. He's had enough. At least he's done his mandatory tire change. That's going to be also a factor for the rest of the boys that have started on a different compound tire. They will have to use the hard tire for at least a lap. But then again, they will lose time and positions if they only go for 1 lap on hards. They might even lose more being out for longer than 1 lap on hards as well, since it's definitely the slowest tire compound to choose. Vlavedan still holding Lens at bay for now, so doing a good job, just pushing the hammer down a little bit more when he needs it. We have G-Rabbit still hunting Mickey, but he is also using quite a bit of his tires at the moment. He might have even used most of the prime in that set of tires, and might not be able to actually make the hunt for P5. As we see, H-Boss has sadly had to depart due to technical difficulties. So we've lost 2 people, 2 drivers, down to 10. So we see Gadget in 10th there. Yeah, He has a lot to catch up on, but he's out for the long run now. Almost 15 minutes raced so far. Go back to blue as we see his tires are starting to take a beating, but he's still keeping a very decent pace, increasing the gap all the time to Vlave. So being more or less dominant at this stage. But it's going to be interesting to see what he changes to when he goes into the pits. I have a feeling that the top 5 at least, top 6 will, top 5 will definitely go in and change to the hard tires near the end of the race. Maybe at the final lap. As we saw, blue very wide there out of the track and into the grass, almost hitting the wall as well. If he was a little bit careless, he would have definitely smashed into those barriers. As we see, Mickey now has gone in to take a pit stop. As we see, Vlave now has to defend against Flapjack, the champion from 2023, the last season, season 3. And Lens is facing a champion behind him. But let's see, the tires of... so Flapjack has actually managed to be a little bit kinder to his tires than Lens. As we see, Blue Racer has decided that the tires he was on was not worth it, and he has gone out on hards for everyone to see, so that is no secret anymore. Comes out right in front of GT7. GT7 needs to find himself a way through or past Blue. Then again, how long is Blue going to go on those hard tires right now? Will it be a full stint, or will it just be a lap? Because he's definitely going to fall quite a bit down the grid, as will all of the drivers changing to hard tires, at least once. But that makes it a little bit more interesting, because people will be forced on to the worst tire of them all. But yeah, that could definitely change up the grid positions quite a bit and make it a little bit more interesting for everyone watching and for the guys racing. As we see, Blue Racer is going in to get those tires off. So it was a one-lap stint. So he's going to lose a little bit more positions now, but everyone will have to go through this unless they started on hards, which G-Rabbit and Gadget did. And Vlave there in P1 for now, leader of the race. As we see, Lens there 3 seconds behind Vlave, with Flapjack just behind him again, trying to make a dent into Vlave's gap there. And G-Rabbit 5.5 seconds behind Flappy and Lens. Still trying to gain those valued meters, but yeah, it's not easy when he's chewed up his tire set there. It's not going to be easy for him to gain anything, but we know G-Rabbit is a very strong and resilient driver, and he should be able to recover something from this. GT7 still on his first set of tires, due for a pit stop soon. Zulu is still on his first set of tires, and he should be good for a few more laps. And Mickey has, yeah, he is on a fresh set of tires there. Blue Racer. Blue Racer has gone out on racing soft tires, so he should be at maximum attack at the moment. Luco, rear left taking a beating, but still on his first set of tires there. We have Gadget with his mediums, so he should be able to do a very long stint on those. As we see G-Rabbit also into the pits now with Vlave coming out on a fresh set of soft for everyone to see. What is G-Rabbit choosing for his Aston Martin? He's choosing a new set of racing soft tires. So G-Rabbit now up in the 5th, and Zulu, I think, yeah, Zulu is still out on his first set of tires, his starting ones, so he just lets G-Rabbit go. No point in holding G-Rabbit up. And we see Blue Racer there, and 8th. So Blue Racer has definitely lost a little bit to G-Rabbit and Vlave, but as soon as Zulu and Mickey are passed, he will gain a couple of positions. As we see Lenz now into his first pit stop, with Flappy still staying out for a few more laps. And if I remember correctly, Flappy is still on his first set of tires, so yeah, he's done good with the Bentley and tire management. And let me stress again, Flapjack, Lens, and Gadget are all in VR, which is, you know, they don't have as much information on screen as the rest of us and the guys driving. But they have a whole new way of looking at the race from inside their cars. So yeah, go Lens. Cartman is cheering for Lens. Naturally, as we see Blue Racer there trying to overtake Zulu. Zulu on very old tires, and yeah, Blue Racer making that pretty easy. No, Zulu's not giving up. Zulu's not letting that position go freely, and now he is passed. But yeah, Zulu is still trying to be in the fight here. It's not going to be very easy for Zulu, as we see McLaren now into the pits. Oh, and his left front is completely dead. Kind of understanding why he went into the pits at that time. G-Rabbit then in a 3rd, so he has gotten back into podium position. All of this can change, of course. G-Rabbit has been on the hard, so he is probably just going to go for a full sprint of soft tires for all of his pit stops, which I think is going to be at least 2 or 3 more pit stops for G. Vlave then has only had 1 pit stop so far in the race, and I think, yeah, Vlave definitely also needs to get on the hards at some point in the race, and that will drop him down a few positions. I think also, no wait, Flappy started on hards, didn't he? Yeah, Flappy did start on hards, and he is now on P1, I believe. So yeah, I think he started on the hards. There's been so much action in the race that I've completely lost memory of who started on what tire. I know for a fact that G and Gadget started on hards. That I do know for a fact. Gadget then 13 seconds behind Zulu. Zulu coming into the pits there with some damage on the front wing, and oh, Luco with very worn rear left tires, but getting on a fresh set of will it be soft? A new set of soft. Flappy did start on soft. Okay. Did you check for me now, Cartman? Since you said that? might have. So yeah, Flapjack then 10.7 seconds in front of Vlave. Vlave has a decent gap down to G for the moment. Yeah, looks like that Beamer is very strong on this track. He's G-Rabbit is not gaining a whole lot, but then again, race consistency and pure raw speed in the qualifying is two different things. So we're seeing strengths and weaknesses of all drivers in this one. To go back for a memory from 2019, this track was insanely difficult. I've never driven it in GR3 before, and I still managed a P3, but yeah, that I had to work for that. It was not easy, and one slight mistake will send you off flying well, on the grass. We were racing close with Flappy, so there's no way he could have started. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're correct there, then, Cartman. Yeah, I kind of figured Flappy is pretty decent with his tire management, and I need to get another drink because my throat is itching. There we go. Not used to being solo commentator. Haven't done that since yeah, 6 months ago or more, 7 months ago. So yeah, talking constantly for 24 minutes now is taking a toll already. So yeah, Flapjack then losing a little bit of time now to Vlave, but goes in for his first pit stop. As we see, he used a ton of fuel as well. So there probably will be a fuel refuel here for Flappy, I would imagine that. As we see Vlave taking over P1, we have G-Rabbit there in P2, right on Vlave's heels, and pretty soon he's going to be right up in that gearbox and exhaust and smelling it. As we see Blue Racer there following Lens very closely. Go Lens! Show everyone what that mighty Jag can do versus the mighty McLaren. Blue then in P5. He has worked himself up from, what was it, P8, P9? After his change to hards. As we see, Lens is now very close to Flappy as well. As we see, Flappy has changed to the hard tires, so he's getting those out of the way. That's why he's so slow right now, and that is going to lose Flappy at least a few positions, but at least he'll be off the hard tire. Just be patient there, Blue. Just be patient. I think Flappy's going in straight away. No, Flappy's staying out. Flappy's actually staying out for a few laps. Interesting. He's going to be a lot slower, maybe a couple of seconds slower per lap on those hards, but yeah, we know Flappy is a very good strong racer, and he should be able to handle the tires, but yeah, he will definitely struggle against the soft boys. Mickey there in 6th, we have Giclaren there in 7th, Zulu in 8th, we have Gadget there up into 9th, and the medium tires are working for him. Also, one of the good tire management people out on track is Gadget as well. I've said this before multiple times, that Gadget is probably one of the better tire management boys in driver's room and Adec. Perhaps he was even the best, but I think even Flapjack is rivaling Gadget these days. Sorry, Gadget. I think Flapjack is a big rival when it comes to tire management. So we see G-Rabbit now on the hunt for P1. and such a bad start for G Rabbit, but he is definitely on the hunt for P1, and I don't think it's going to be too long until we see these two trade positions. As we go up here and take a look from the rear. A little sketchy camera work, but we can make that go. As we see G-Rabbit there, good clean overtake on the back straight, and moves himself into P1. What he has to do now is to just pull out an insane couple of laps and try and get a bigger gap as possible from Vlave and the rest of the boys. As we see Lens there, still in front of Blue and still trying to keep himself in front there. Beautiful race camera view there from Goodwood. As we see Mickey into the pit to get off his tires, perhaps get a drink of fuel for the mighty Mercedes. Lens now really trying to hold off the mighty Blue. Also one of our champions, Blue. I don't remember how many championships Blue has won in Adec. I think it's 1 or 2. Flappy's won 1. At least. Gadget, I believe, has won 1. G-Rabbit is the current defending champion. Let's take a ride with Blue. He's still chasing, not able to actually get past Lens, it seems. I think yeah, we see the difference in tires as well. I think Lens is just giving it a little bit extra when he needs to, and not giving the McLaren the gap needed for an overtake. But then again, Blue is very close now. Very dangerous to overtake anything here. I think Lens is going to do everything in his power to defend an overtake. And it's going to be especially dangerous on the back straight for sure. Because that's where the biggest overtaking opportunity is on the track. And Blue does have a little bit higher top speed on the back straight, but he's just not able to make a move. I think he needs Lens to make a big mistake, and he's losing a lot of time in the chicane, Blue. That could be a reason for the pad usage as well. Driving through the chicane on pad is, especially for me at least, very difficult. When it comes to driving through the chicane on a wheel, it's 10 times easier. As we see Flapjack in 5th, we can't forget the boys further behind. As we see Giclaren there in 6th, we have Zulu in there in 7th, Luco in 8th, we have Gadget in 9th, and Mickey down there in 10th. Almost at 12th there. As we see G-Rabbit there with a 5-second lead to Vlave, so he's gotten a big distance now to Vlave. Vlave is thirsty for a pit stop and a sip of fuel and some new tires. That's definitely going to open Lens up a little bit more, and he's going to take over P2. And Vlave is going for yet another lap around the circuit, and we do see Lens. He's got a 1.5 seconds now, 1.7 seconds in front of Blue. So Blue is definitely struggling a little bit more now with tires, grip, and fuel. So he is probably trying to conserve a little bit of fuel now. As we see Flappy into the pits to get off those hards and get a drink of fuel in that mighty thirsty Bentley of his. As we try and scroll down to the right people again. Yeah, Lens is doing a remarkable job so far and keeping that car very well planted in 3rd position. Oh, Lens screwed up a little bit in the chicane. Gonna put Blue a little bit closer, but I don't think close enough. Vlave now, I think, desperate for some fuel very soon. Zulu also pretty desperate for a new set of tires, I believe, there. Luco, yeah, a few more laps with him as well. Gadget, yeah, I think maybe 4 or 5 more laps for Gadget there. Mickey will not need anything. Flappy, oh, as we see Flappy hitting the barrier there, going out in the grass. Yeah, that's definitely a thing you don't want to do. But as we see G-Rabbit now with pretty decent lead down to Vlave before Vlave went into the pits. So Vlave now in for his, I think, 2nd pit stop. Is he gonna go to hards? He does have to use it once a race. And he does go for hards. So that means Lens and G-Rabbit are now, well, G-Rabbit is at least done with his hards. I think Lens still has his hard stint to do. And yeah, Blue Racer now pretty much out of fuel, and he desperately needs to get himself into the pits. Let's hope he doesn't run out of fuel. That would be very bad. Yeah, let's hope Blue Racer gets himself into the pits. As we see Vlave now on hards, he's probably gonna go straight back into the pits. Apologies for any engine sound you hear out of the window, as we see G-Rabbit with 0% in the tank there. Lens coming up to snag P1. He's going to lead the race for a lap or two. As we see Blue Racer into the pits as well. And G-Rabbit still waiting for the fuel tank to fill up. Very slow there. He's probably screaming, "Come on!" As we see Lens, G-Rabbit falling down the grid there for a little bit, and Giclaren also due for a pit stop very shortly. He saved a bit more fuel, but yeah, his tires are cooked. Vlave done, and yeah, Vlave is still going for his 2nd lap on hards. So how long are you gonna stay out on hards, Lens? Because even Giclaren, no, Lens I say, Vlave, how long are you gonna stay out on hards? Because Giclaren is closing in on you. And that's Giclaren on very worn tires. I'd imagine on Monza, for example, hard tires would be a good choice. And Vlave is going for lap 3 on hards. As we see G-Rabbit there, going for a longer stint, a little calmer stint on medium. So I think this could mean that G-Rabbit is gonna try and last the race out on that final set of medium, and he's not gonna push it all that well because he knows Giclaren is due for a pit stop. He knows Vlave is due for another pit stop. He knows Lens is due for a pit stop. So yeah, Lens I don't think has been on hards yet, so he is due for a hard tire set, and I think that could be now. G-Rabbit then, will he be able to take the win tonight? Anything can happen, but I think the mediums could potentially last him the entire race. As we see Giclaren now into the pits. We have Vlave still continuing on hards, the 4th lap on hards, and Lens is topping off his fuel tank at the moment. Zulu cast into the pit as well, and no, Lens is on a set of soft. So I think Lens is probably saving his hard tire for the very last lap, as we see Zulu outcast on the hard tire now, so he's gotta do 1 lap of that at least. Giclaren also on the hard set of tire, and Flapjack now very behind everyone else, but he can pretty much push it now to the end. Gadget still on those mediums from his first proper pit stop. So yeah, he's done well on the mediums. Hasn't been too fast, but we know Gadget, very consistent man, very good at tire management, Gadget, and same with Flappy. So yeah, he's made those tires last extremely long. Blue Racer then still chasing down Lens. Lens has gotten himself back on the soft compound tire. We see G-Rabbit there in P2 with Vlave in P1, still on the hard set of tire, so he is still... Wow. Vlave is actually doing quite well. He's warmed those tires up, but oh yeah, fuel. He doesn't have much. So he's due for a pit stop. I think G-Rabbit's going to have this one in the bag. As we see Lens now fighting against Blue. Like we saw earlier, Blue and Lens fighting for P3. So we're going to keep on this fight for the moment. And G-Rabbit with a 108.324, fastest lap of the race. Will Vlave go into the pits? He does, as we see G-Rabbit now conquering P1 back. So Lens is probably highly stressed out right now, keeping Blue behind for so many laps. And yeah, there's no reason to risk anything Blue or Lens, but yeah, it is early in the championship. Everyone wants to fight for the most points. But yeah, I think Blue is trying to make a move. Lens is covering the inside though, and Blue will have to do it on the outside. It's very difficult to do it on the outside into this turn, as Lens still has the inside, and Blue manages to do it on the outside and get himself past and up into P2. Very well driven there from Blue. but then again, the tables have turned. Lens can be on the attack and push Blue Racer a little bit more and possibly pressure him into a mistake. As we see Mickey now up in the 4th, he's due for a pit stop. Vlave is done with his pit stops for tonight. Flapjack up into P6 now. We have Luco in 7th, we have Giclaren there in 8th, we have Gadget in 9th. He's changed to a set of soft that will last him the entire rest of the race. Zulu Outcast on his final set of tires as well. And yeah, I think this could be interesting now. Lens is back up into P2 now. I don't think I have the ability to see how that happened, but we're gonna take a look back shortly. See if we can get that action back. But yeah, the action is very interesting now. Lens and Blue, probably the two closest on track, fighting for positions. Little wobbly there through the chicane. Let's see if we can grab the overtake. No. It happened before the replay could catch it. But yeah, Blue and Lens in a fight for P2. We do have Flapjack and Luco. But I think, yeah, maybe Luco can make a difference in the gap here. Vlave, I don't think it's going to be a threat to anyone. Mickey's due for a pit stop, and yeah, he's going to lose P4. Vlave's going to get that. But yeah, 1.2 second gap now between Lens and Blue, and it looks like things might have stabilized a little bit, but never say never. It's 15 minutes remaining of the race. Anything can happen still, and the commentator curse could always strike anyone. Almost looks like Lens's car was about to tip over there. I think the cars are very stiff in the suspension, as we see Mickey into the pits now. Will Mickey... Mickey has yet to do the hard set of tires, so he's doing his final stint on hard. And yeah, he's gonna lose a position or two now. We see Gadget into the pits with some damage as well. Which I think he did. Okay, he fixed tires and the damage. Not a very good day at the office for Gadget, but yeah, a little bit of a chaotic start. 1.4 separating Blue, and now suddenly 3 seconds separating them. Did something happen to Blue? Something did happen to Blue. I think Blue hit the wall. He's got damage. Oh, yep. I've been in the same situation as Blue. That turn one is so hazardous and so scary that, yeah, that collision can happen to anyone. If you just lapse in your concentration for 1 single second, you are out into the gravel, and you have a date with barrier, or in this case, the tire barrier. Oh, that's such a shame for Blue. He's going to lose third position tonight to Vlave. Potentially fifth to Flapjack and Luco for sixth. Yeah, it could be too far away. I don't know. We'll see. Not the biggest gap, but Blue can definitely push for the rest. Yeah, okay, he comes out before Flappy and Luco, so just one position. But he can definitely try and make moves on Vlave and go full on attack for the last 11.5 minutes. Maybe he can snag third. But yeah, P2 is gone for Blue. No chance of getting that. As we see, Flapjack lost the position to Luco. Let's take a look at what happened between Flappy and Luco. And oh, tiny bit of contact, and Flappy goes out in the grass. Very good save, and just slows the car right down and keeps it stabilized and under control. But I think that is fifth then for Luco, unless something very bad happens for Luco. Yeah. A lot of action so far in the race, to be honest. Let's check G-Rabbit. Yeah, his tires and fuel are looking good. He's just coasting into the finish line at this point, and I think he's going to get his second win of the season. Lens has done a remarkable job in this one. He just needs to keep that car safe, try and conserve the soft tires for as much as possible, and just bring the car home, and that will be second place for Lens. Very good points for him to grab in the championship. As we see, Blue is closing in on Vlave, so we could potentially have a battle for third, and that could put Blue up in the podium, or Vlave could make things difficult and just defend for his life and keep Blue behind them. All within reason, of course. Giclaren then in 7th now. We have Zulu Outcast in 8th. We have Gadget in 9th. And Mickey down there in 10th, after he had to do his hard stint. So yeah, very good race from Lens and Blue tonight. G-Rabbit drove himself significantly back up into the field from a very chaotic start, and more or less last place for G-Rabbit, and but he was on hard tires in the very beginning, and he has driven himself back into P1. So good on G-Rabbit. He's done very well for himself in tonight's race. Lens has been defending like crazy against Blue, and I know for a fact Blue is a lot faster than me, but I could never keep a man such as Blue behind, because yeah, he's just too fast for me. Vlave then, gap is decreasing between Blue and Vlave. Will we have a match or a battle for P3 in a few short moments? I think Vlave is starting to feel the pressure. He's just seeing that gap just decrease for every corner, every meter, every second. Blue is really hungry for a podium spot in this one. Nope. Wrong button, sorry. The fastest lap from Blue with a 1:08.1. That's going to be very hard for the rest to beat, so I think Blue is taking home that bonus point. Yeah, Vlave is really under attack right now. Blue's going on the right side. Makes the move. And gets himself up into P3. But Vlave looks to be coming back. Yeah, Vlave is not giving up this fight. You can try, but I'm not letting go. Let's take a quick look back at how this transpired. I think Blue, yeah, got a lot of understeer through that turn, which Vlave did. Oh, it was a little bit of contact as well. Well, Vlave said, thank you, I'll take that back. But Blue now knows that he has the power to do an overtake, and yeah, Vlave's tires are starting to die off a little bit as we see G-Rabbit. Yeah, he's still got good life in those tires. Same with Lens. They just need to hold on for 5 more minutes. And Vlave is really being pressured right now. He has to defend and try and keep that car on the track at the same time, which is not particularly easy. Flappy then, he has given up the fight to Luco. Not much he can do about that, as we see Blue just takes off like a rocket out of the chicane, and look at how much he gains down that little start-finish straight. Definitely Blue has gotten a lot of screen time today, same with Vlave. It's not going to be long until we see another attack from Blue, but will Vlave have enough fuel and tires to last the end? That is the big question now. I know the Beamer can be very stingy with the fuel, so the fuel might not necessarily be the problem here. The tires could be the thing that puts a spanner into Vlave's bucket or gearbox, however you want to twist and turn it. Very slow through the chicane there for Vlave, as we see Blue Racer just rockets out of it, but oh, that Beamer is so fast. It is so quick out of slow corners. He's doing everything in his power now, Vlave, to keep himself in front of Blue and retain 3rd place. Blue on the inside there. There's nothing really Vlave can do. I think Blue might have this one. Yeah, I think the thing for Vlave now is to just try and save as much fuel as possible, salvage the 4th place, keep Luca behind, and yeah, get the car home. There's just 2 minutes remaining, basically 2 laps remaining of the race, and everyone should get home in the positions they're now in. But then again, anything can change. We have Luca coming up behind. His fuel is getting low. His tires are getting burnt. And we have Flapjack there. Decent amount of fuel left. If tires should last, GTLaren, if he can just hold on for a minute and a half more, he should be able to bring the car home. Zulu has completely lost all grip on that left front tire. Gadget then, very good tires, very little fuel left remaining in the car, as he is also trying to hold Mickey behind him in the mighty 2020 Merc. Yeah, the fight between Blue and Vlave is now over. As we see, Vlave is just, I think he's just trying to get that car home into the finish line. He might have to do another lap. Oh, Lenz is going into the pits now. He might have to go for a splash and dash. Lenz is changing tires. This is catastrophic. Lenz is changing tires. No, Lenz is putting on the hards. Oh my god, I thought Lenz had gone on to hards already. I think Lenz is going to be able to defend P2. But then again, oh wow. Lenz, you gotta drive like no one's business right now. You gotta keep that mighty Jag on track and keep those hard tires from killing you. Come on, Lenz, go, go, go! You gotta salvage 2nd place in front of Blue. Blue is on the hunt. Blue is smelling blood in the water now. Blue is like a bloodthirsty great white shark. He can sense Blue. He can sense Blue. He can sense it. I'm gonna get 2nd place. That's what Blue is saying right now. Oh my gosh. Will Lenz be able to keep up with this? G-Rabbit there in the win. He takes the win. As we see, all contact between Lenz and Blue. Blue is very opportunistic right now, but come on! Can he do it? Oh, so close between Lenz and Blue there. Very well done. Luco in 4th. We have Vlave there in 5th, and Vlave has run out of fuel. Flappy there in 6th. We have GTLaren there in 7th place. Zulu Outcast in 8th. We have Gadget in 9th, and Mickey there in 10th, with Vlave running out of fuel. But holy hell, Blue was just on the edge there, trying to get 2nd place. I think Lenz really gambled with that last pit stop. Holy hell. that was a kicker. Holy hell. Congratulations to G-Rabbit, and Lance, congratulations for P2, and Blue Racer. Jeez. That was so close, man. Congratulations, G. Oh my goodness, that was a good race to watch. I love races from Brands Hatch. Goodwood, I mean, Goodwood. Brands Hatch, why the hell am I saying that? It is not an easy task to beat Blue. Yeah, that's true. Blue is one hell of a racer. Oh my goodness. One hell of a race. was. Whew. Yeah, I could see that, Blue. It seemed like you struggle a lot to pass that Jag in a straight line. It seems like the Jag has a lot of pace down the straight. Not easy at all for the McLaren, not one bit. Yeah, that was a very good race. Congratulations to everyone, and yeah, that was that was amazing to see. Um, Very good race. I managed to save the replay before the lobby got smashed to to pieces, to bits. Uh, so yeah. All right, gonna do what I always do after the lobby has closed. I'm gonna finish it off with the escape shot and yeah, finish the night. Yeah. Just gotta wait for the check-in network environment BS. Come on, PD, you can do better than this. Create a better code. I know that's not easy, but well, let's go to my prototype livery that I just started creating like half an hour before the stream. But yeah, this Mjolnir racing is not finished. But yeah, that was a very good race. So yeah, it was fun being back in the commentator box. But next time around, LOL Power will be back to business. I will handle any temp job commentaries whenever it's needed. But as of right now, I might not be returning for full power as a commentator just yet. Gran Turismo just isn't able to keep me going in yeah, it's not able to just keep me invested in the game until they make some real changes, add some more tracks, listen to the fans, which I don't think Polyphony is ever going to do. But yeah, that is it for tonight, boys. I will be closing the stream shortly. Thank you all for watching, and hope you enjoyed the race. It was definitely an enjoyable race to watch. Goodwood is also a very good track to watch racing from, even though the track looks kind of boring. It is actually a very exciting track to race on. I know it has a lot of haters. I know it has a lot of people that dig it, but yeah, I am definitely one of the guys that love Goodwood. Though I hate Brands Hatch with a passion. So yeah, that is it for Kimaru and the round 2 stream for this time. My next stream will possibly be on Monday, where we do Survive the Hunt with DRFN in Grand Theft Auto, and let's see how everyone does with that. How many will survive the 48 minutes, 24 hours of real in-game time, and who will die first, who will survive of the hunters, and all that stuff. So yeah, thank you all for watching so much. I will catch you again next time, and bye bye.